Okay, hey, how's everything going? I'm gonna try to film this and post it, hopefully. We had a kind of a big day today. We went to American Furniture Warehouse, and I apologize I didn't film because Phil had told me, he goes, Ellen, it's a big warehouse, a big furniture store, and he said, are you able to walk it? And I thought, I'm like, yeah, I can walk that, Phil. I can walk it. Well, the minute we walked into the furniture store, it's huge. If you've ever been to one, I guess if you're in Mississippi, the closest thing to it would be Miskelly's, but bigger. It's bigger. I forget how many square feet it is, but to me, it's bigger than Miskelly's. But we went, and I was wanted to look at recliners. I know I always said I would never get a recliner, but guys, never say never. Never say never, because I was looking at my earrings, sorry. Never say never, because I went in there with the intention of buying one recliner. We walked out of there with buying 2 recliners, the same recliner, just 2, and we're going to put them in my living area. And we're going to move the chair that we have in there now that I sit in most of the time because it's higher up. We're going to move it into the dining room area. Just for a seat in case we have company. People can sit around the table, and then we have a chair. But I bought 2 recliners today for Christmas present to ourselves, because Phil had needed one, but I didn't want to fight over the recliners, so we got 2, and they're the same. They're pretty. Recliners are recliners, but they're gray leather. They're pretty, and they're comfortable too, and they're push button. The buttons on the side, because I can't work those with my hands, and with the pulls. And then they had some that you had to back up yourself. They reminded me of the hospital. But yeah, we walked out of there, and we bought 2 recliners, one for Phil and one for me, Miss Ellen. So that's what Santa Claus is coming to bring to us. There are a few things that might slip through the door from Santa for Phil, but and for me. But anyway, I'm excited. They're gonna deliver them. I also, when I know what I want, I've gotten to be like that. I think I got it from my dad and my mom too, basically. My dad used to say, if you see it and you like it and you have the money to buy it, you better get it, because somebody else is going to buy it if you don't, and you're going to go back and they're not going to have it. And he always told us that on vacation. If you see something you like, if it's not too extravagant, go ahead and get it, because it won't be, either you're not going to go back to that destination. I'm sorry, the dog's coughing in the background. And I'm not using my microphones. Dog it. But anyway, let me close this door, because Phil's got the Rumba Reed going. That's what I named it, Rumba Reed. Closing the door. It's cold here. It's still cold. Have you ever had a cold front go through and the sun was shining? This weather here is nuts. Anyway, I like Texas though. I know. But anyway, we went to American Furniture Warehouse, and story time. Phil had said, Ellen, are you sure you can walk through there? And I said, oh, sure, not a problem. I can walk. We're just shopping. We're just looking at recliners. Well, we went looking at recliners, and they were all in a section way over. I got so frustrated, not frustrated, overwhelmed, I guess you could say. I kind of got a panic attack. And when I get like that, I have to eat something sweet immediately. Well, I carry a candy bar in my purse. So I had to open up my Snickers bar. And you like my sweater? See? Fashion, off the shoulder, fashion. Necklaces, on point. Texas. I digress. But anyway, I got overwhelmed. And I was like, I thought to myself, in my mind, I thought, there is no way I'm going to be able to make it through this. And, I'll be right back. Okay, so we bought the chairs, but I had a panic attack. So, my hair looks bad, but whatever. But we got 2 recliners, and we got them for a really good price. Because American Warehouse Furniture, I got most of my furniture from my house, from there. I don't care what anybody says about it. I like it. I don't know if y'all have one where you live, but I like it. And it's got good value furniture. Phil's dad he sold furniture and won awards, like trips for selling furniture. So Phil knows a little bit about furniture from going to shop with his dad. And the first chair we looked at, it was cheap. Phil said, no, get away from it, it's cheap. And it was hard to like push back. But these chairs, they're push button, and they have where you can plug your phone in. It's not obvious, but it does not have cup holders. I said, we are not getting cup holders. We will have a table in which we will place our beverage on. Thank you. Have a beverage. Diet Dr. Pepper. I need to start drinking my liquid IV. So don't come for me, okay? I'm sure my mom will make a statement toward that when she comes to visit me. And I can understand. She cares about me and wants the best for me, especially after all that I've gone through and put her through. But anyway, so we sat in the chairs, but I was overwhelmed, so I ate the Snickers bar. It was good too. Snickers bar's got it going on. I hadn't had one in a while. Well, then we went to, after we had kind of picked out what we wanted, or we hadn't really. We sat in several, and we went back. They have a little cafe where you can go and get drinks, food. They have food if you want it. And I got me a beverage, and I drank that, and I felt better. I get overwhelmed sometimes, and I feel like I'm going to have a panic attack, or I'm having a panic attack. I don't turn red as much as I used to. That we found out I would turn beet red, and we found out that was one of the symptoms of my cancer. I remember I wasn't able to communicate, but when they found out the kind of cancer I had, they read out Mama, and it was Mama. Mark may have been there, I'm not sure, but it was Mama, Sharon, and I don't know, Phil. I know those 3 people were there. And the lady told them the kind of cancer, and she had brought a checklist of symptoms of that cancer. And one of them is blushing. You turn flushing, turning red. And I did really badly. Like, it was to the point of I was turned red at the drop of a hat. And I had started turning red like that probably after I had neck surgery. I think in 2010, I think that's when I had neck surgery. And I thought I was having a reaction to, first I thought it was a reaction to medicine I was taking, the steroids I had to take. And then I thought, oh, it's gluten. I'm allergic to bread. Well, it didn't. It happened more than that. So we finally found out that flushing was a symptom of my cancer. But anyway, the injection I take every month helps with that. So that's a good thing. But we went and we bought the 2 recliners, and I finally got over my panic attack. We went up. At first I thought Phil wanted me to get one of those little scooters that you drive around in. I'm afraid I'd run into something. So what we did is, I remember his mother would do this when she felt like she couldn't walk adequately and didn't want to take her walker in somewhere, which I inherited. Thank you, Miss Reed. She's the true Mrs. Reed. I don't care what anybody says. She is the true Mrs. Reed. Anyway, I inherited her walker, and when she didn't want to take her walker in, like, there was a little Walmart, like a marketplace Walmart, that she would go in, and me and Phil would walk around behind her like we were little kids. And she would ask, now, kid, now, do y'all want me to buy you something? Is there something in here you want to eat? Because we'll get it. And we were like, no, ma'am. Anyway, what she would do is she would get the buggy, or the cart, you call it. I use buggy because I'm a Southern woman. And she would get the buggy and like push it along like it was her walker, which I thought that was neat. Well, you know, if you need to walk, so that's what I did at the American Furniture Warehouse. I walked with that. They had little carts that you could put like throw pillows and stuff in. Well, you have to plug in those recliners, so I found a runner to hide. We're going to have to plug there's a plug in on our wall that we're going to have to cover, like the cord. So I got a runner, and I just went right to the runners, and I picked it right out, just like I picked out those. I told Phil, I said, get the lady. And his dream is to one day have a cabin, so he was looking at chairs that he would put in a cabin. I'm like, that doesn't match our furniture. We're coastal looking, almost. We have a lot of grays, kind of that farmhousey, but more coastal than anything. And I said, won't match. He was fine. He liked what we got. I mean, I wouldn't have got them if he didn't like them. There was one I really liked that was black. I know, I like black. But it didn't have power. It did have power seats, I think. They had some that you pushed a lever inside the seat, but it hurt my hand. I couldn't deal with it. I said, I can't do this. No, ma'am. So we got those 2, and I had looked at their sales catalog. I have a space in between. When you walk out of my bedroom, there's a picture of a dinghy that we have, but it just feels like there needs to be something there. And so I saw it. Phil didn't know. I saw this cabinet. I said, it was on sale, and I said, I want that cabinet. And Phil said, you like that color? I said, yes, I like that color. I said, do you like it? And he goes, yes. I said, I want that cabinet. And she went in and looked, and she goes, well, I'm not sure if we have it. It might be just in our Arizona store. And I said, well, do y'all ever transfer furniture from your Arizona store to Webster? Where we were near NASA. NASA's in Webster, Texas. And she said, sure, we do. We'll do that. I said, well, if you don't have it. And then she goes, wait a minute, let me look up. And she went in and she looked up. Excuse me, my graft where I got my stomach, my host, it's itching. I was afraid it's bleeding, but it's not. It's healed now. But, sorry. She looked at her book and she said, "Oh, we have plenty of those. Do you want one?" I was like, "Yeah." I said, "I'll take one." Phil goes, "I didn't know you were looking at cabinets." I said, "Well," and I told him where I was going to put it. He thought, "Yeah, that'll look good." And so we got that. We got a runner. I went right to the runner. I said, "That's what I want." Just like the rug I have in my living room. The girl goes, "I don't think that matches your furniture." Girl, please. I know what matches my furniture, and it does. Everybody that has seen my rug in my living room likes it, and it has colors that match the pillows and the... So she didn't know what she was talking about. I don't know where she came from. But anyway, I'm moving you around like my picture. And this picture is beautiful. It's coastal, beautiful. But anyway, so that was our day-to-day, and there were some hiccups in the purchase, but I will not, there were some roots that I won't pull back up about it. Not between me and Phil, but there are roots that I don't want to talk about right now, but we got it all taken care of, and they're going to deliver the chairs and the cabinet on Saturday, because Friday I have a infusion, and I don't know how long and what time. My luck, they'd call and I'd be right in the middle of the infusion, and they say, "Miss Reed, we're 30 minutes from your house." Well, you just can't get up and leave your infusion. You know how it is, you healthcare workers out there. Anyway, so they're gonna bring it Saturday, so I'm excited. Santa Claus is coming early to the Reed house. Maybe I'll do a demonstration of the chairs for you, let you look at them. But Phil's gonna have one, and I'm gonna have one, and then when our guests come, we'll offer our guests, because that's what Southern people do. When a guest comes into your home, you cater to them. Do you find that way? I do. If they want to watch a TV show, let's watch a TV show they want to watch. Tell us what you like to eat, and we'll feed you what you want to eat, hopefully. Anyway, it's cold here in Texas right now. I wore my furry shoes. Let me show you. Furries. Gosh, they're warm. I love them. I wore I have a blue velvet blazer I wore because it matches the shoes, and I wore jeans, and I wore this sweater. See, jeans, shoes, Gucci. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you about my day, and I've been having problems uploading videos, so I hope this one gets to you. But I'm gonna probably get ready to work on some videos, and that I did yesterday that I can't seem to upload. They were good, they were kind of emotional, but I want to share them with you. I really do. I want to share them and let you hear it. Had an appointment today, and I don't know why I started crying during my appointment. It was for my supportive care, and they asked questions that are kind of... And I cried. And Phil goes, "Why are you crying, Ellen?" I said, "I don't know, Phil. I didn't know. Sometimes I just cry." But anyway, it's like that Jason Crab song, "Sometimes I Cry." And if you ever listen to Jason Crab, he's really good. He really can stir your spirit. But anyway, I'm going to go now and hopefully upload this. And I hope you've had a good day today. And I hope you have a good night. And I will talk to you later. Okay? Ciao. See you later.